It's time for Quarantine Cabaret and Cocktails with Robert Bannon and Lee Lessack.
Hello.
Hey!
How are you?
Happy 1 year anniversary, Lee.
It's so hard to believe. I was thinking about this today. I mean, in some ways, it seems like just yesterday. And in other ways, it seems like a decade.
When did we not do this show? When were we not here together?
I don't know. All I can say is thank God for you, because this show, this weekly event, has literally gotten me through the year. I have something to focus on, and it has brought so much joy, and I'm couldn't be happier.
Well, I have to really thank you. You are the one that called me up one day after we had met in quarantine and said, I think we're entertaining, as you say, and we should do a show. And I thought about it so much, about whatever you believe, the universe, divine, and like this gentleman right here came into my life at the right time, not only for music, but also for this quarantine, to not only be my co-host, but a friend. And we have talked every day since then. And I don't know what I would have done this past year. You definitely made this bearable. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Lee. Thank you, Mark. And thank you to every single person who spent a Thursday night with us and has visited us on this show. It's really humbling. And I know we're both incredibly grateful and appreciative of you spending time. We're like family now.
It's great that people actually, you know, I don't have a very long attention span, so I start things and never finish them. But we have such loyal guests that are with us, week after week, and it's great. It's really sweet, and the messages that we get, it's lovely. So I'm very grateful for that. Yeah.
When I thought back to our first show, we literally had I'm having serious internet problems today, everybody. So please, I'm sorry. And I will try to make this work the best I can. And if I have to be quiet, I listen to direction. The first show, we had no opening. We had no format. We had no idea what we were doing. And thanks to some really good friends in those early shows, we were able to make this happen. So
wow. Yeah,
crazy.
That's true. It's true. So I'm just going to test something here, Robert. Yeah. So the phantom typing thing that we hear, that's coming from your computer. So maybe you want to do headphones, but in the meantime, I'm going to mute you, and I'm going to introduce our first guest.
I'll be back.
Okay. I love live theater, don't you? Anyway, we're very excited to have Teron Brooks with us tonight. He's released a new single. It's a new take on the hit Broadway tune Tomorrow from the musical Annie. And there's a single, there's a video, and he's got a lot going on. And I'm just so thrilled that he was able to join us. I want to play just a little snippet of his life, and then we're going to chat with him.
Each day through my window, I watch her as she passes by. I say to myself, you're such a lucky guy to have a girl like her. It's truly a dream come true. Out of all the fellas in the world, she belonged to you, and it was just imagination running away with me. Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. Don't nobody ever know who lives, who dies, who tells your story. I made every mistake I let the shame rise within me. Even now as I lie awake, I know history has its eyes on me. And I'm stuck with the day that's gray and lonely. I stick up my chin, I grin, and I say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow. Gotta hang on until tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Oh, the sun will come out tomorrow. Come what may, I love you. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Hey! You got me crying about myself. I'm like, oh God.
You can
it's so nice.
sing.
Sings.
You can sing.
Thank you.
And your arrangements, the arrangements
Oh.
are so modern and fun and such a great original take on songs we all know.
Well, first I want to say happy anniversary, guys. I'm so glad that
Thank
I get to
you.
be on the show with you guys on your big
Thank
day. Yeah, we took risks with these songs because we know they were so beloved and we know that people could throw tomatoes and eggs at us. But I mean, what is art without putting your own take on something? And you know, there's a risk. Gratefully, most people enjoy what we've done with the songs, but I just had an idea that I hear a lot from my circle of people who don't love Broadway or don't go to Broadway. And I wanted to create these Broadway songs are so incredible. They have a message, they have a story, they have so much meaning to people all around the world. And I said, what if I took these songs out of the context of the show and the character and just sang them like they were, you know, anthems for people for inspiration? How would people maybe receive them maybe for time? Or even if you love the song, you might go, I know I did. Is that what they were saying? Is that what they meant? Or, you know, and I'll be honest, there were a few songs on the record that I actually don't like. But when I started to sing it and apply it, it just changed meaning for me. So that was taken at the Montalban in LA in 2019 in November. We were launching the whole thing and then we had to shut down. So it's bittersweet to see how we started and how we had to stop. And so I'm happy to get started again.
So tell everybody when the album was picked up by Sony, right?
Yes. So
Are we allowed to say that?
No, yes.
Okay.
We signed
I did.
in December of 2020. I mean, I think the pandemic was so devastating, but I don't know about you guys. There was a lot of good things that happened, learning and healing and growth, and I don't know, creative things happened. So in the middle of a pandemic, we got signed to distribution. So the record is going to come out again in September, and the first single on May 7th is Tomorrow. It's orchestrated. It's the same song, same arrangement, but a few more dollars put into it. And I want to say this. That was the last song we recorded for the album. It almost didn't make the album. I arranged that in my shower. I was singing it, and I went to the studio, and my producer, Mark Vogel, and Sylvia McCullough, they were like, I had an hour to decide if I was going to put this song that you hear on the record or use another song. I went in the booth, and in an hour, we did this song. And so now it's kind of crazy that it's the first single, and I'm so happy that it made the cut, you know?
Well, it's meant to be. That's
Yeah.
it.
Right. Well, first of all, I love Mark Vogel. So I worked with him on David Burnham's album.
Oh, I love David. Yeah, Mark is
yeah.
a genius, and it was kind of like your chemistry and what you guys were talking about earlier. I had met Mark a couple times, and then through my friend Sylvia, we met, and a couple of songs on the record are like 1 or 2 takes with Mark just playing something and me just feeling it and us looking at each other, and it was like, well, that's it. He really understands me, and we really have a great synergy together. So Mark Vogel is just a master.
Well, if you don't know more about Tehran, like behind you is, he's your Broadway star.
It's
You were
My wife
you
lets me have one room. She's
That's
like,
it.
That's it. Well, I don't want to see
You-
about you anywhere else.
The Temptations miniseries, you're Eddie Kendricks.
Yes.
And he's toured, Lee, with everybody. I mean, you Sulio'd your way around the world with Phil Collins. You've worked with tons of people. What is it like to go from a show that is 8 shows a week, the same show, or doing a concert the same every night, and then being able to create a project like your own album?
Oh, well, I would start with that Broadway was never a dream of mine. I have to be honest. I've always wanted to win a Grammy or have a record deal, which is semi-happening right now, late in my career. But like Broadway and TV, wasn't even thinking about it. I was a shy kid. You would never have thought that I would be having the career that I have because of being so shy and quiet and whatever. And so I went to a performing arts high school, Orange County High School of the Arts here in California, where Stephanie Block, Matthew Morrison, a lot of great art came from that school. And I just learned, and to be honest, I was nervous about it because I was like, I don't see that many people that look like me. Am I going to be able to sustain and have a career in this thing? And it was just like a calling, because the stage, it's probably the best thing that we all can do because of the stories that we get to tell, the live element. It's never the same, but to tell you the truth, yeah, these are dreams, being on Broadway, because it's something that was unexpected for me, I think. So doing music is my passion, writing my own songs, arrangements, because it's an expression from yourself. When you're acting, it's usually someone else's expression, or they're directing you a certain way, or their vision that you're helping to bring to life, so even with the solo Broadway, it's a little bit of me, even though it's a little bit of them too. So
wow. Now, can you just move to the right a little bit, or the left? Okay, I couldn't see the poster behind you.
It's Grease. I was in that was my first job with Adrian Zemed, Sutton Foster,
Yes.
Marissa Jared Winokur,
Oh my God.
and Mackenzie Phillip. I was the teen angel, so that was my first name.
Lord, I love it. I love it.
And then Lion King as Simba, and then Seaweed and Hairspray. So not too shabby, Tehran. That's pretty.
I should also mention,
yes.
all these dang musicals, I'm dancing. And I mean, back in the day, I had 2 left feet. It takes me so long to learn the moves. Every musical I've been, I've had to like dance. I know people who know me, they laugh and go, oh, I sat in the audience with Hairspray to see my friend Camila Marshall, because she was one of the Dynamites. And Stephanie was like, you're going to be in the show. And I was like, heck no. Like, do you see what they're doing? And then, a year later,
Look at you.
You were
doing it.
You were doing it. You've got a podcast that's about to premiere as well.
I do. I've been wanting to do one for the longest time and procrastinated. And, it just seemed to be the perfect time now. So it's called Honest Answers with Tehran Brooks. And I wanted to go behind the scenes of artists, because sometimes we just talk about what they do. And I don't ask one question to Stephanie, Shoshana, or anybody I have about a show or a resume. It's really honest, like questions that I think us all as humans want to know an answer to. Like,
Right.
what makes you angry? What makes you excited? When's the last time you laughed or cried? So it's really, because I do feel like in this time, like we all had to reset, no matter if you were a performer on Broadway or whatever your job was. I feel like, or the political climate last year, remember, with everybody's on different sides, and so I wanted to do a show that kind of humanizes us and focuses less on accomplishments and more on who we are. So we've recorded about 8 of them, and so May 18th is the first.
May 18th. Well, we'll be listening.
That's fun. That's a great concept. What a fun idea.
After the whole thing, guys, I'm so like inspired, because they even say that most of the guests that I've asked questions that have never been asked of them before, and I always say, when you talk about honest answers, there's no right answer or wrong answer. It's just your perspective, your answer. And if we could start to listen to each other and accept that no one has to be right or wrong, we might learn from each other, accept each other. And then, because I know we want to be accepted. So the first thing is to accept somebody else, so.
Lee, can you imagine having questions prepared before the show?
No.
So
I have to tell you guys are awesome because I don't get to guess the questions either. And I was like asking, like, what do they want to know? They were like, just have fun. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we have nothing prepared, but we celebrate you, and we are so glad that you joined us. And I'm so glad to hear that you're here in LA. And when the restaurants reopen, let's have a lunch or a dinner or a coffee or whatever.
Please invite me. I want to come and see you guys.
I'm sure you two have that LA music scene down on lock. I'm sure you have millions of friends in common.
I'm sure we
also,
do. And I have to say I'm a fan of Lee's voice. So.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you so much for joining us.
We're fans of yours. It was a real pleasure.
So happy anniversary, you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Sing. He's singing.
Oh my God, he sang. I haven't sang in a year. Literally, I have not sang one note in a year.
Lee is going.
Once I did on our show. I did once on our show, remember?
Yes, Michael Arlen played.
I know, he did. Yeah, but anyway. So
listen, Lee's going to be at the Coffee Beanery on Highland next week. He's going to do a full 90 minutes to warm himself up for back on the road.
Not true.
He'll have a tips, throw some change. It's a tough year.
Look, we've been here for a whole year, and we've had the most incredible guests and friends come on the show. And Robert edited a video, and when he sent it to me, I couldn't believe it. Because I forgot a lot of it. It's like, wow.
Yeah. You know what's funny? The show, 51 episodes or whatever it has been, everything becomes a job after a while, right? Like, so when we started this, it was exciting, and then week after week, it becomes a job to put on new content, find people, create videos. But this has never been a burden. I don't think we've ever had a day where we did not have a good time. It has been so much fun to get to chat with everybody that's been on this show. And it was just really moving to see the year that we built together.
Here's to you. Sweet harmony, rising from a stoop to ride the wind, just a bridge away from Babylon. Two voices in a darkened railway station serenade silent people as they travel on.
There's always
who could know, who could feel all the helpless hearts they heal while their melodies were blending. And it didn't last for long, but the echo of their song is never ending.
Well, someone's got a whole album.
So here's to all the songs you gave us. We thought your words would save us while the world was lying naked in the grass. And here's to bridges over troubled streams, a life of schoolboy poet dreams. Here's to you. La 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 la. La 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 la. Who could know, who could feel all the helpless hearts they'd heal while their melodies were blending. And it didn't last for long, but the echo of their song is never ending. memories of better years. Behind a cascade of bitter tears. So here's to all the songs you gave us. Here's to we thought your word would save us while the world was lying naked in the grass. And here's to bridges over troubled streams, a life of schoolboy poet dreams. Here's to you. Here's to loves that last. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la
What a year. Wow.
Oh my God.
What
Wow.
a year. My goodness.
Sweet. That was really sweet. So we do this silly Instagram live chat 30 minutes before our shows. And and it's we have such a wonderful group of friends that joins us every week when we do that. And one of our friends that we've met from Belgium, who is no longer backstage, so I hope he logs back on, is yeah, I can't see him. Here he is. He suggested, he said, you should have all your Broadway loving fans, join you. And I was like, well, are you going to join us? And and he was like, sure. And that was what started this episode. Now, I just want to preface this by saying that many of you know that in February, Robert and I launched a new series called the Broadway Cast Reunion Series, which we are super excited about. Our goal was to employ out-of-work Broadway artists, inviting them to join us backstage for a little chat. No performance, just a chat. And we premiered with the original principal cast of Frozen, and then we did Hadestown with the director, Rachel Chavkin, and the writer, Anais Mitchell, and 4 of the original Broadway stars. We did Lion King with Heather Headley, which was incredible. We did Dear Evan Hansen. Last night we did Jersey Boys. And a week from Saturday, we've got the London cast and creative team of the hit musical Everybody's Talking About Jamie, which is going to make a US tour before it lands on Broadway at some point. And so this show has been incredible. It's been incredible. And it's a lot of work. It's a full-time job. We didn't realize that, but it is.
No.
And yeah. And this show is a lot of work. It's a joy, but it's a lot
also
of
a full-time job.
Finding interesting people every week to have on. So Robert and I made the decision that tonight was going to be our farewell edition of Quarantine Cabaret and Cocktails. We will come back for special events throughout the year when there's a reason and when we've got a group of people that we want to interview, etc. But the every week grind of it's a lot. And so we wanted to invite some of the friends that we've made from all over the world. And for the most part, I have to say, except for, well, one person for you and one person for me that we've already known before. But otherwise, they're all people that we've met through this platform. And tonight is the first time that we're ever speaking to them like directly.
Yes, they're people we have only met.
Crazy.
And listen, well, we know that for many of you in the comments, you're saying that how much you love the show. We love the show. Lee and I, Lee and I are not going anywhere. So don't worry. We will have tons of content. We have a bunch more Broadway cast reunions to come. Lee will have shows and music. That's my mom.
I know.
Thank you, Mom. We'll have more shows, and we have more. Lee will put out more music. I'm putting out music. It looks like July, I think. So we will have plenty of things to talk about. So we're not going anywhere. You're not getting rid of us. We're like sharing cockroaches.
We're just not committing to every week.
Right.
So I'm going to be fair about this. Our friends in Europe have stayed up very late, and we so appreciate them. So I'm going to bring them on first, because if they want to like log off, I don't blame them.
Yes.
So first in the house, we have from Belgium, and it was his idea to do this, Joe Run.
Joe
Run!
It's so nice to meet you.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Have to unmute. We can't hear you, but don't worry. Listen, Joe Run is like a Broadway fan, and Joe Run I bust on him about giving us chocolate because he's in Belgium.
You have to unmute on your end. Yeah.
On your computer.
Hi.
There you are. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my goodness, please.
I just want the bowl of chocolate ice cream that you sent me a photo of that was keeping you awake.
It's empty.
Yours, Joe Run, automatically, since the minute we started the Broadway Cast Reunion series, he's been a fan. He was entering our contest. We gave him a ticket because he was in Belgium, and now we've just kept him. I feel like he's like this is our adopted Belgium son, Lee. Joe Run, he's family. Joe Run, what makes you love theater? What made you love Broadway musicals?
Mostly Disney, but everything else around it, just the music and the dancing. And I have my best friend bought me a T-shirt for my birthday. I don't know if you can see it. It says,
"Yes, I love it."
And this is she gave this to me. She's also watching right now, and this is my definition. Singing everywhere. Also, every situation has a song. Always singing songs, dancing everywhere, being a little bit dramatic everywhere. That's me.
Well, we know about
that. Love
it. Your English is fantastic, by the way.
Thank you very much.
It's really it's fantastic.
I want you to meet my friend, my very dear friend from Paris, Jerome, who actually, I think it was 10 years. He'll correct me because I'm sure I'm wrong. Maybe it was 12 or maybe 9. He produced my concert debut in Paris, which was incredible. Not my performance, just the fact that he did that. But I want you to meet Jerome. Hey!
Hi, Jerome.
You're muted.
We gotta unmute your Jerome.
Hi. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
That was 11 years ago.
11. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was in April of 2010, if I'm correct.
Okay.
Well, Jerome, I love your
whatever you say.
Look at your playbill and your Broadway license plate behind you. So I'm assuming you're also a major theater lover.
As a matter of fact, this over there was my dog, my late dog's name. We called him Broadway. He died a year ago. He was 16. Lee knew him. He walked him in Paris once. We had fun. But yeah, I love Broadway as well.
And now he has a new dog named Hades.
Hades, yeah, because I'm a Disney nerd, just like Joran, and my favorite villain is Hades. So
I like it.
Yeah, my husband of 20 years decided we should call him like my favorite Disney villain. So Hades it is.
That's fantastic.
I went to France for the first time like 2 years ago, and you have the most beautiful country, and I had the most fun, and I ate my weight in croissants, and I can't wait to be back. So if I come see Joe Run in Belgium and eat chocolate, and then I go see Jerome and eat, macaroons, I'll just roll myself back to America.
You're done. That's all you need, right?
That's it.
Jerome is the best, welcoming friend. I have introduced so many people to him that have. Amanda McBroom and her husband George were in Paris. I mean, everybody. I always connect them to Jerome because he's a wonderful guide. He'll send you to the best restaurants and whatever you need.
Oh, okay.
He's a great caretaker. So
so are you, Mr. Lessack.
oh, Mr. Lessack.
That's
You
he
can't
makes
call
me call him.
Lessack.
He
You've
makes
stayed
me
at
call
my
him
house. You can't call me Mr. Lessack.
All right.
He makes us all call him that behind the scenes.
Well, I've known Lee for almost 20 years, I guess. I was 5, you were 10 when we met. And,
I think I'm a little more than 5 years older.
and I was living in the US in the late 90s, and his CDs just brought joy to my ears and my heart because I was a bit lonely over there. And I would have never dreamed that it would be possible for me to meet him someday and become his friend and stay in his guest bedroom one day. And thank you for that. And I really love producing your concert in Paris. And I'm sure we'll do some more stuff someday.
I love it. And I wanted to bring on Paul, who is in the UK.
Yes.
But I don't see.
Did he
Maybe he's coming back. He's coming back.
Paul.
Now, this is someone that I literally met on the Peloton bike, and we became friends. And he started watching our shows and through like Facebook and whatnot. But I've literally never talked to him face to face. Is that crazy?
No, and he's funny. No pressure, Paul.
Paul, be funny.
You just have to unmute your. Sometimes when you come on, it mutes you automatically. Paul likes to bust on me and my Peloton riding or lack thereof.
You don't.
How are you, Bobby?
I'm good, Paul. How are you? Paul, how's my hair today?
Oh, mate, it looks like something about Mary.
Do you know something funny? Fact, my partner's sister was the makeup department head on the movie There's Something About Mary and created that hair.
Love it.
Paul, you're a funny guy, Paul.
Guys, it's been great. This like 12 months of this every Thursday night. It's been an absolute pleasure. It really has.
Thank you.
It's
been a pleasure to talk to you. Aaron, we will internationally tour this show. We'll just get someone to pay for us. I don't think you'll have to ask me and Lee twice. We'll just travel to Singapore, Paris, Berlin. Done.
Love it.
Done. Jerome's going to work on producing it.
Bobby,
yes,
Bobby,
Paul?
what we need is you and Lee to do a duet on one of these shows. It's been too long coming. It really has.
You know what? We'll come back and do a special.
Oh, come on.
We literally, it was a great idea that you mentioned like 20 minutes before the show.
No.
We literally didn't plan that.
Me and Lee are going to.
We like impromptu. Come on.
And listen, me and Lee are going.
Sounds so lovely when it comes out of your mouth.
Me and Lee are going to recreate the Donnie and Marie Christmas special. I'll be Marie, and he'll be Johnny.
Of course.
And then it's coming.
No, we need Reme and Ramata.
Okay, that's what you said. It's that show on. Listen, I promise next time we have an album or something, I'm sure me and Lee will sing something really fun.
That would be special.
I promise. Special. Lee and I, as we say in America, I don't know, I speak another language. It's called New Jersey. I'm
always correcting him. He has a master's degree in English, and I'm always correcting him.
But for the record, it was an online school.
It's so late here, guys. It's so late here.
I know. I'm sorry, Paul.
Here's what I'm going to offer you as a gift, because I know it's really late there, and we are so grateful that you popped on. We really, really are. If you want to stay, you can, and if you want to go to bed, you can.
Oh well.
Joran, do you like everybody's talking about Jamie? Do you guys know about everybody's talking about Jamie? Would you like to come watch it next Saturday? Because I know by next Saturday you'll miss us so much, Lee.
Yes,
we gotta help.
Can I show you a little clip of what we're gonna have on our show?
Yes.
Please.
There's a clock on the wall and it's moving too slow. It's got hours to kill and a lifetime to go. I got the dreams, I got the style, I got the moves to make you smile. So kiss my ass goodbye. 'Cause baby I'm a hit. So admit. Yeah, I'm a hit. And you don't even know it.
That's a fun one.
We are so
fun.
excited because we've got the West End cast, and plus we have, I think, 2 of the cast members from the tour, from the UK tour. Plus we have Bianca Del Rio, who was the season 6 winner of RuPaul's Drag Race and played in the West End, played Loco Chanel in the show. Plus we have the composer. Plus we have the director.
So we'll hook it up. We'll hook it up, I promise.
We're very, very
Awesome.
excited.
That's awesome, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're very, very excited about that. And we are going to send you all tickets so you can watch it. And it's a matinee. So it's 8 p.m. in London. You figure out the rest of the time zone.
So you don't have to stay up
Thank
to the
you.
middle of the night
Thank
eating
you.
chocolate ice cream.
I don't need to figure that out.
It's fine, Paul. You'll just, that's it.
So who wants to stay? Who wants to go to bed? It's totally fine.
I'll stay. I'm
I
on
think
the
I'm
line.
gonna stay. I think I'm gonna stay.
Look,
Just,
we peer pressured them all in. They
Oh,
you
peer
only
pressured.
live once. Why
I
not?
love it. I love
You
it.
only
Well,
live once,
one of the very first guests we had on our show.
Vieira.
No.
Soon.
Vieira's never been on the show until
She
soon.
has fans. Vera, you have fans.
She has fans. But one of the very first guests we had on our show is a friend of mine in Boston. He was on Broadway. He starred as Charlie in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and he was in previews for the musical of Mrs. Doubtfire when everything happened. And he was one of our very first guests, and he's come back several times, and we adore him. He is a great talent and the sweetest kid. He's not even a kid. He's like 12 years old now. But anyway,
Star.
he's a star, but he is so lovely. So like he's become a great friend, not only of the show, but of Robert's and I. And I want to bring him on, Jake Ryan Flynn from Boston.
Hello, Jake.
Thanks for
There
having me
you.
on again.
Oh, please. Thank you for being here.
A year since
It's been a year.
when I
I
first
know.
came on.
I
Hey,
know.
Jake.
Hi, Paul. Hi, guys.
Jake always pops in with us.
Always. Are you 12 now?
14 and a
What?
half.
That's it. Rob McClure's out of a job. You're going to take over as Mrs. Doubtfire.
I think then someone gave me the wrong age when you first came on. Because
That's
I
okay.
think when I first came
Beyonce
on, I
does the
was
same thing.
13.
was it an equity thing? Was it an equity thing? A union thing?
Oh, who knows? I'm in my mind as well have been 12 when we first came on.
I love it.
Well, we thank you,
13, I
Jake, so much because Jake's his mom, Mary, and Jake and all his brothers and everyone. They're the reason the Broadway Cast Reunion series took off because they brought the cast of Mrs. Doubtfire on,
That's
and
right.
so you created
That's
a
right.
monster. Thank you, Jake, so much.
That was the very first one, and then after that, it just
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
that was the first. I remember we did before the day before we were talking about what are we gonna do, and I was like, I mean, we could bring on some of my friends from the show, and then I was writing up questions what should I ask them, and then I was like, come on, everyone, and then everyone said yes, and everyone came on.
It was pretty amazing.
It was great. That was really, really special. I also want to bring on a friend of ours that we have met through this show from Milwaukee. She's been such a great support of the show and of Robert and I, and she's an incredible artist. And we both now have original paintings.
Vera Margova paintings hanging in my house.
I know, which is fantastic. Please welcome Viera.
Well, hello, everyone.
Viera!
Hi, Viera.
Hello.
Listen,
how are you?
So finally, nice to meet all of you, Lee and Robert. You know, being in the trenches with you from the beginning. Well, I think I missed a couple weeks. I think I joined at the beginning of May. So it's not 52 weeks. I think it's 50 for us. And I wanted to clean glasses for another 50, and I'm completely crushed. We are not going to continue, but I totally understand the effort level and, you know, what you need to do behind the scenes with DMs and collaboration effort and, you know, really, you know, doing the whole thing behind the scenes. And all of us, we just show up and we just push a button and here it is for all of us, right? And I just wanted to show my gratitude and express my appreciation, what you've done for all of us, not only for this little group, but for people around the world. And it was so needed, you know, to have that hope, and you were spreading so much love and kindness and laughter, and you're so unassuming and funny. And, you know, I was really relying on it every single week. It was because I knew that you are always going to follow through and follow up, and you just show up and you will make the magic happen. And so I'm becoming a little emotional. So let's just clean glasses. Clean glasses
Well,
for next but
well said, Vera. Well said, Vera.
You know,
Well, let me tell you.
We didn't know this at the very beginning when we, you know, we saw you and you would leave messages and you would come to our pre-show on Instagram Live and everything. But we didn't realize that at the time, a year ago, you were recovering from COVID. I just found that out like a few weeks ago.
Well, what happened actually, Jerome, since you are in Paris, I treated myself to go for my birthday to Paris, right?
Oh, cool.
At the end of February, my birthday is at the beginning of March. And so I spent fantastic 10 days in Paris. And then I took a train to Belgium and I went to Ghent and Antwerp. And I had to cut my trip a little bit short because of the pandemic. And then I just acquired that lovely virus on the plane to the United States. So yeah, it was pretty brutal process, but thank God I recovered. So really, Lee and Robert, I stumbled over Lee on Instagram, and that's another show we could have to talk about the story, how I connected with Lee and then I connected with Robert. I don't want to go into details, but so I started following QCC, and it was really that level of integrity and level of commitment. You two really contributed to the show, and I knew you will always be there. You know, people in the world always tell you, oh, I'm going to do blah, 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 and they just never follow through enough. You know, so it's all about integrity, and I just knew that two of you will always deliver, and that means a lot. I value that.
Thank you.
Let me tell you what Vera did for me and Lee. My mailing address is my mom's house, and my mom called me and said I had a box, and I opened a box, and there was this gorgeous painting called The Audacity of Hope, signed with the big giant V and a bunch of letters next to it, and there was no note, no return address with a name. And I literally was like, who do I know with a V? And Viera has, on a weekly basis, to Lee and myself, reached out to check on us. And she had made this original painting and shipped it to my home in Jersey. And she posted it on Instagram. And so the only person I know with the initials VM are Viera Margova. And it was on Instagram, and she did the same for Lee. And now, you know, Christmas cards and happy birthdays and greetings, Viera, like, you're a part of our lives. So thank you for being a part of that.
Robert, I have a little surprise for you.
For me?
Yes, because you know I love surprises.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for a surprise. I'm scared.
I have a family member here
you have a family member of mine. I'm ready.
Certainly not of mine.
Where is your mom?
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Now, okay, this is Adrian, and Adrian is my cousin, and we may not be blood related, but we are cousins. And I don't do a thing without A. A is the person that everything I have ever done in this crazy world, in show business, whatever, A is my right-hand person. So she has guided me, and when I've had insecurities or been worried or would call up and say, I don't know we're talking to Cheetah Rivera tomorrow, and I don't know, I'm so scared, and what am I doing? I'm a school teacher in New Jersey. She keeps my head on straight. So I couldn't have done this without you, A.
Robert, you are doing wonderfully. Lee, I love and adore you, and I love your house. It's gorgeous from what I see. And I'm just so proud of all you've accomplished, Robert, and these lovely people here today. It's just wonderful. I too am sad to hear, but I know there will be more. But thank you for all you've done for me and helped me. And here's some of my, as you can see.
Yes,
I'm a big Broadway. I
Broadway fan.
I come prepared.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Robert, he is just, you're just so talented, and I'm so excited. And thank you, Lee, for having me here today. This was just awesome.
Of course.
Thank you,
Viera. I'm coming to Milwaukee in
Okay,
August.
Lee, we are going to have dinner since I'm not going to have a close of you every single week, and Robert. So it's going to be dinner, and hopefully, Robert, maybe we can meet in New York.
Yes,
because I do New York. If I can. I have a bunch of friends there, and sometimes I'm there on a business trip, or LA, it doesn't matter. So in either location, we are going to make it happen. And Jerome, when I am in Paris next time.
Me too.
I hope it will not be virus-related trip, but I will rely on your recommendations. So
with pleasure.
Jerome is the best. He is the best when you come to visit Paris.
Real Parisian, born in Paris.
Yeah,
I love that. Do you think? Can we go around before we? Do you guys have a favorite, especially A and Viera, and I know, or Paul, that have watched? Do you have a moment? Can you remind us a favorite guest or moment from our year? Does anyone have one? Jake, is yours, Jake?
No
Jake has been.
I mean, how is it not me?
No, I get it.
No, when Cheetah Rivera came on, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Gloria Gaynor.
Oh,
there are so many. It's so difficult to even say, but it's hard, and it would not be even fair because Lee and Robert, always thought every week, like, okay, what are they going to come up next week? And they always said what they are going to come up with, but they always, brought it to the next level. And it was like, okay, they are bringing it to the next level. So it was always kind of almost becoming an expectations, like, oh yeah, they will. Anyways, it will be not fair. They were all great. And I appreciate the pre-shows. I appreciate Lee's glamping, overview. That was so hilarious in his RV.
Trust me.
I just laughed so hard. Anyway,
well, what's funny is A had said Cheetah Rivera to me earlier, and when we were talking about this show, and she had mentioned Lea Salonga. What's funny to me is as the show grew, originally the show was Lee's people that Lee had known or worked with, like Cheetah and Leia, or people that I had known, and then people started to ask to be on our show, and we had a moment, and Gloria Gaynor might have been the moment where we got an email from her, and we were like, "What the hell is happening? Why are they coming to our show? What is going on?" So it really was something special.
At the beginning, we planned it out like a month in advance. We were so organized, but then life happens, and there were times where we were like, "What are we gonna do next week? Oh my God!" Yeah. And you know what though? It's always shown up perfectly. But upon the 1 year anniversary, I said to Robert, I'm exhausted.
No, it's a lot of
I liked what was Robert eating? That was one of my favorites.
Oh my God.
What's he gonna eat today?
Watching that video recap, I was like, What didn't you eat on the show?
Sushi. He never had
Sushi.
Sushi. He
All
never
right.
had sushi, Robert.
The first show when all right, watch the next time we do one, I'm gonna have a giant plate of sushi,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be thinking about you all.
I remember
That started
you.
as a
Send me
joke.
some. Send me some. I want some.
You got
sushi
it, Joe
too.
Ron.
You like is sushi big in Belgium?
Whoa.
Okay, we'll
It's
look
like
it
a
up.
trend. It's like a trend with teenagers right now.
Yes. Sorry, Jake. Do you?
You were eating cotton candy on my first show. I remember.
You know that
I remember cotton
that
candy.
started as a joke. I mean, I had a bag of popcorn that my goddaughter who lives upstairs gave me before one of the shows. So when we were showing videos of Lee's album, which is called In Good Company, which is available on Amazon and you can stream it everywhere, and he said I was eating the popcorn, and then every week it just became a thing, and then we just tried to find ridiculous things to wear and do, and you know, I try to.
We did not do that.
The Christmas tree sweaters were the best, though. They were really good.
That was us.
But Adrian, how do you think I found my Christmas tree?
Lee sent one to me. He had it in the closet.
No, the Halloween costume, I think, were outstanding. You know, I think Lee was dragging his feet to wear.
Lee showed how much he loved me by wearing a Christmas tree sweatshirt from Target.
You were very uncomfortable. Because
Adrian, are you from America or Europe?
She's from New Jersey.
Oh, I'm from New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey.
Are you on Peloton?
Yes, I am.
Oh, we need to hook up.
Yes, definitely. I love my Peloton. It's the greatest thing. I love it.
Can you
send me your username and we'll hook up?
Oh, she did.
Oh, yes,
She did.
definitely.
She did. AMC Sparkle 009.
That's me.
All right. All right, I like it.
Lee, I've got a calf injury at the moment, so I can't cycle. But
I know, Paul. Be careful, Paul. Rest.
I know we've missed you, Paul.
Lee, you've rested for 2 years. Sorry, Bobby. Bobby, you've rested for 2 years.
Bobby has rested for 2 years. Well, a year, Paul. A year.
I am on that bike every damn day.
No, Lee's up
I know.
at 3 and Lee's up earlier than me, and he's on West Coast time. It's like 4:15, and Lee is sending a text message like, "Okay, so tomorrow's show." My God, he doesn't sleep.
4:15, and I'm 15 minutes late.
Yes, it's true.
Crazy.
Yeah,
it's true. Well,
Jake, where are you from, Jake?
Oh, Boston.
Oh, Boston. Excellent.
So-
I'm from Liverpool in the UK.
Wow, so that has to be late over there. What time is it? Almost.
It's now 1 a.m.
Wow.
We are so grateful that all of our friends from Europe stayed up so late.
It's 2 a.m. for Jerome and I.
Oh my God!
For the music fans out there, it's the home of the Beatles.
I was going to say, you're the fifth Beatle.
Yeah.
My heaven is the Beatles, home of the Beatles.
Yeah. Well, Jerome, you've outdone yourself. That is what I call dedication. And I owe you.
Okay.
But can I just say something? Because Jerome and I talk tea a lot because we both are big fans of this incredible French tea company. But I ordered a version of English breakfast tea called Covent Garden. Have you tried it? It's so good.
Or your
It's
Marco Polo machine.
No, it's like English breakfast and a little nutty.
No.
It's good.
Just
Paul says no. See, when you said you were going to talk tea, I thought you meant like we were going to talk crap about people. I was ready for the gossip.
I was ready for gossip. I thought it was going to be gossip.
Tell me all the tea.
I literally meant tea, as in like drinking tea.
I was like, who are we talking about now?
No, I was ready, Jake.
Jerome, are you in Germany?
No, I'm in Paris, France.
Are you in
Oh,
Paris?
Cologne.
Okay. Then.
Yeah, I'm in Paris.
I was going to say.
Lee,
Well, go on.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
Lee.
No, please.
No, because
Paul,
Go
go
ahead.
on. Paul,
it's like I drink really strange tea. Like it's called Red Bush. Does anybody have a Red Bush tea?
no. What is it?
No. It's the best cure for a hangover.
Oh.
Right.
If honestly, if you can't get it in Europe, try and Google Red Bush tea, and it is the best cure for a hangover. At least 3 cups, and you're sorted next day.
What's in it?
Rubios.
Rubios.
Thank you.
Bobby, Google it.
I'm gonna Google it, Paul. I'm gonna send you a picture of me having some. I was gonna say, go ahead, Abe.
I had this on the side, but I'm so happy to know that Jerron and Jerome are big Disney fans because I am too. So these are my Maleficent ears. You know, Robert knows me well.
See,
so I have in honor of the 2 of you.
Costumes run in the family, Lee. That's what we do.
Oh
See,
my God.
it's Jersey. It's a Jersey thing.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Wait.
She's here.
She's
another
here.
big star that has been on the show multiple.
She's just landed in Melbourne. You're not even ready for this.
I'm ready.
We are.
Okay.
Who's this?
Miss
Catherine
Alcorn. Hey!
Hey! Hello, everyone. I'm in public. I look like one of those obnoxious people who FaceTimes and talks when they're like in the street and in public. And I'm just going to go with it. Excuse me. Thank you. See, I'm one of those people.
Catherine,
Usually now.
Hi, Catherine.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Everyone, Catherine Alcorn, you are literally taking over the stages of Australia all around. You are open, you are working, and you have busted your rear end this year working and booking concerts in Australia. So,
Oh, thank goodness, because it got pretty big during COVID. But that's okay. She's busting it now. But thank you so much. Look, it's slowly happening here. It's still very slowly happening. I mean, we've just been in New South Wales. We've just been given 100% capacity in theatres. That's only just happened. But even though we've got the capacity, it doesn't necessarily mean that people are buying tickets. So as a producer, you're still sort of in that world of do we, don't we? Our vaccines are rolling out very slowly, but they're getting there. But look, I just got on a plane for an hour and a half, and now I'm in a different state. And I'm going to host the launch of the Geelong Performing Arts Centre season. They're just doing a 6-month season. Normally they launch in January, but we're launching now, and they've got 6 months worth of shows coming up. So everyone's kind of just doing it cute, keeping it cute, just doing what they can. And but yeah, it's slowly coming back. But how is everyone else doing? What's going on, team?
We're all doing okay. We are so happy to have you here. Thank you for literally jumping off a plane. You look stunning as always. You're the most gorgeous, your voice, and you bring so much fun to this show throughout the year when you've been on.
Really bright.
You do great.
I've been looking after my skin.
Catherine, I'm ready for you to come to the. We want to open here in the United States. I want to see the divine Catherine Alcorn show, please.
I know. Honestly, I can't wait to be back. I don't know when or how. Lee, we've got to talk about extending my visa. That's something we have to do this year. I just don't even,
It's so funny because the summer before, I think it was August of 2019, we met and we had this whole plan, and of course everything fell apart. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
We will.
And I can't wait. I can't wait.
Catherine. So who have we got here? Jake.
We've got
There's-
Joe
Jerome,
Bryant.
Adrian,
Jerome is in
Vieira.
Paris. Adrian is in New Jersey. Vieira is in
Bonjour.
Milwaukee. Paul is in London, and Joe Run is in Belgium.
Oh my God.
Catherine,
Internationals. We
We are
fun.
international.
Catherine, we're jealous of that blue sky behind you.
Oh, I know. Can you see? Hold on one sec.
I know.
Look at beautiful Australia.
Wow.
That is just
Yeah.
that is making me jealous.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think a lot of Brits are jealous though. Like if they had it the other way around, the British would have moved to Australia and left the convicts in England.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Lee, we have what? 5 countries, 3 continents right now
Isn't that
on the
crazy?
screen.
So crazy.
Congratulations on the year of this show. My God, it's just
Thank you.
Amazing.
so depressing.
Yes, we've been here for a year.
No, but really, it's incredible. What you guys, the way it's evolved, the evolution, all of the amazing cast reunions and the dedication of pulling something together every single week for a damn year. You guys are amazing. I mean, it's just extraordinary
Back
what
at you.
you've done. Have you gone outside in a year? Like, have you?
No.
We have had
I
a lot.
realized today it's Thursday, and I realized that I literally have not left the house since Sunday.
So,
Lee,
But you got another dog.
Lee, you look
Yes.
quite tanned. I look like Uncle Fester.
well, us here in New Jersey, I go back to work as my day job as a school, and we have students coming in a week. So we are slowly. That's a whole other bag of something coming up on top of all of this. So we're trying to catch up to Australia. We're trying to catch up to you guys and get it together.
We can get a haircut in 3 weeks. That's
good. You get a haircut in 3 weeks.
Hairdressers are open in 3 weeks, and like the British women are like, "Wow, come on."
Well, it's kind of depressing, but what's really amazing at the same time is what Lee and Robert actually created within 52 weeks, 51 weeks,
Absolutely.
this is, it takes a village, right? Look at
Yeah.
few of us over here, but there are so many people around the world, and how they pulled everything together in their own unassuming way and kind way and loving way, and it's just remarkable. It's like what you are doing on a platform, what you are doing with your other series is amazing. So I feel a little emotional, a little sad that we are not going to have this Thursday, but I will have to substitute it for something else. I will text you every Thursday, I guess, at 4:30.
Perfect.
But we are, like we said, though, I get it, but we will we're going to be doing the reunion shows, and we will be having shows that are we have thank you, Vieira.
We'll be back. We'll be back for special. We'll be back, but
Well, we will hold you accountable, and we will hold you to it, because you two never make promises you cannot keep. So
Catherine was on a plane. We are going to take a break. We're going to take a minute. We're going to do the
What am I going to do?
I feel this. It's so bittersweet. Yeah.
And Catherine doesn't even have a drink in her hand, like in a beautiful glass or whatever.
Well,
you cannot drink, but the rest of us can.
Well, I will say this.
I need a mimosa.
Okay.
To everyone who has watched our show, and to every single guest who has been on this show, thank you from the bottom of our hearts, welcoming us into your homes this past year. Cheers, and may the best be yet to come.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Everybody.
Thank you all for joining us. We love you.
Thank you for having us.
We love you, and you have kept us going. Your energy and support and spirit have meant the world to Robert and I, and has really kept us going. And we adore you. and we'll be back. And
yeah,
we love all of our newest friends.
Thank
you guys are so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. You've kept it alive. You've kept it alive.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you.
Cheers, guys.
Everyone.
We love you all.
Bye,
We really love
guys.
you all. Thank you.
We love you.
Bye.
See you on the bike, Lee.
Bye.
See
Goodbye.
you on the bike, Paul.
Yeah, and
Good
you,
night.
Adrian. Bye.
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 Bye, everyone. Thank you all.